Hey there, I just want to tell you how you can use your phone in speech therapy. And if you don't have an iPad, but you do have an iPhone, I'm going to show you how to use Zoom to mirror your iPhone. And I'm going to show you how I organize my speech therapy apps on my phone. So first it's under the share screen button, and then it says iPhone via AirPlay. So I plugged in my phone, here it is, and I'm gonna have it by cable just for the most stable sharing. I can use AirPlay, which means doing it over Wi-Fi, but just in case there's any little weirdnesses, I want to be sure. Okay, so here's where I keep all my speech therapy apps on the final page of my iPhone. So I have other pages of apps, but this just keeps it simple. So I'm not sharing like all the apps that I have, and I've got just my folder with the speech therapy apps. I've got Zoom and I've got WhatsApp. These are also tools you can use in speech therapy. Now you can tell when I click here, I don't get any activation. Activation happens on the phone. So if you wanted to use this with your students, you would touch it on the phone. Now, these are not in order, and I really don't use my phone for speech therapy, but I did occasionally when I was in person in the schools, but that was a really long time ago. At least it feels like it. And so I have a bunch of random apps. So you can tell it does actually turn landscape if you need it to for the landscape apps.
Touch the pink bird.
You may or may not be able to have the student hear. It depends on your settings, and sometimes people can't hear what the app said. I've had that problem before. You could discuss with the student which one is the pink bird.
Super.
And this
Which
app
box contains less teddies?
I think that they mean to say fewer.
Super.
But
which animal eats grass?
Let's go to the home screen. Photo touch basic concepts. And we're back to this main screen. I've got a bunch of random apps that I randomly buy. Like when I see them on sale, I buy them quickly under my Apple ID so that I can transfer it to my iPad later. But it's not necessary to have an iPad to use apps. And a lot of people have iPhones, so this is a great tool. This is such a fun app. This is also a website. The website is in English. It's called Owliboo. You can touch the screen. A lot of this is touch activated because the dog will do a bunch of stuff when you touch it. But if you are just displaying something, there's a lot of cool things that you can do, and you can actually work on receptive language because you have to have the student tell you what to do, and that's actually expressive and receptive language. Just a bunch of random apps that I haven't necessarily used a lot of these, like I said. And when you're ready to end that session, you hit stop share. Or if you want to, for example, do something here and like go through something, you can always pause the share so they don't see what you're doing while you're making an adjustment. And then you end it right here, stop share, and then you're back to here you are. So I hope that really helps you learn about how to use your phone for speech therapy.